thank you for joining Winner Speaks again. Today we're going to talk about amethyst. A hardness of 7, a specific gravity of 2.65. Their fracture is conchoidal or uneven. Their streak is colorless, and their luster is vitreous. And in the metaphysical world, amethysts are known to relieve stress and help you overcome addictions, and last but not least, they fight evil. I've always loved amethysts. I think that they might be very magical, and I had to see if this was true or not. So I went and took my EMF detector. Here we have our very grumpy, mean Bigfoot, and he really knows how to make the meter mad. But if you put the amethyst in front, no matter how mad he gets, he can't make the EMF meter activate when the amethyst is there. So our guy has to kick down. He's like, "Get out of the way! Look, go! I'm gonna do my stuff. Oh, look! Ha 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 ha!" And just to show you without the Bigfoot, here's some footage of me showing the amethyst blocking some more EMF signal. Amethyst is a variety of quartz, and it's definitely one of the more vitreous of the quartz. It's quite glassy and shiny. It's usually purple or reddish purple in coloration, and it comes from a Greek word meaning not drunk, because it was believed to guard against drunkenness. And amethyst has a long history as a gemstone in ancient civilizations, though I don't have any amethyst as gemstones myself. I checked my gemstones and they're not amethyst. They have, what did we say, a hardness of 7. They are where the hardness really starts to tip in the scale, because quartz is the cutoff point between what are considered really hard minerals and not so hard minerals. In India, amethyst is associated with the crown chakra or energy center of the body. Amethyst in Tibet is considered sacred to Buddha and is often used to make rosaries. In most masks of crystals, you can see both minor and major rhomboidal faces, and usually amethyst crystals will darken at the tip, so they're more white quartz towards the bottom and then get more colorful towards their tips. And a single amethyst crystal can be as small as just a couple centimeters, but can also exceed in 6 inches in length. When heat treated, some amethyst crystals change color to the yellow-brown color, and these crystals are often sold as citrine. Quartz is a mineral that is commonly found in igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks, and it's usually found within mineral veins with metal ores. The other common purple minerals, which is fluorite, they are typically more cubic in shape because it's a cubic crystal system versus the quartz. And the quartz also has no fluoresce that I know of. In this sample, you'll see that there's a little bit of what I believe is calcite in with the fluorite, and that's what's fluorescing yellow, and it also has an afterglow, which is really cool. But quartz will actually be dark under the UV light. It will not fluoresce. So as polished stones, one of the things that I found is that you will often see V shapes, and you will see striations that are very natural. And I have a couple of different specimens, and you can definitely see the stripes. And under the microscope, you can see the white quartz blending into a darker color, just like you would see in a quartz crystal. I believe it's quartz that they use for most of these colored stones that you can buy in the little gift shops and stuff like that. And so I can just kind of tell by looking at it, but maybe together here on the camera I can show you what they look like side by side, and you can see the subtle differences. Another really cool thing about quartz in general is that it is insoluble, so you never have to worry about washing your quartz. One of the other things that my son discovered was that you can actually wash some of these fake stones and they'll lighten up. We tried it with this one particular specimen, and I do believe it lightened up a little bit after we washed it with some basic water. I used distilled water and just house hand soap. It won't affect your quartz. However, I've been told that if you leave amethyst out in the sun that it will fade its color due to the UV radiation. And here we're comparing another purple mineral known as muscovite, and it is a purple form of mica. And we're going to compare the heaviness and hardness of this purple stone with amethyst. So as you can see, the muscovite is technically softer, but it is also heavier. So the muscovite, even though it was a little bit of a smaller stone, was actually coming in at a higher weight. So the amethyst was coming in at 5.60, and our muscovite was coming in at 6.60. So I don't know if the crystal featured in the dark crystal is an amethyst. The dark crystal is actually a clear crystal, like a clear quartz crystal, if you will, and then it turns purple when it is exposed to frequencies. And so I think that because the amethyst gets its color, like we were saying, due to radiation, that the iron and so forth inside gets radiated and starts to turn purple. Thank you so much for watching. If you weren't already a fan of amethyst, maybe you have a newfound love for the wonderful gem and mineral that is amethyst. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video. Have a wonderful day until next time. Bye.